Hey babe, there's something I need to say, and I hope you can hear it with your heart, not just your ears. I need some time before I can reach out to you again. I know that might sound harsh. It might even feel like I'm abandoning you. You might think I'm ignoring you or that I've stopped caring. But please, before your mind fills with painful thoughts, understand this. I'm not walking away because I don't care. I'm stepping back because I care too much. Right now, I'm trying to deal with things on my end. Things you might not even know are happening inside me. There's a storm within me, one that I can't silence by pretending everything's fine. I need space, not to escape from you, but to face the parts of myself I've been avoiding. And I know that in doing so, I might be hurting you. And that's what tears me apart the most. You might think I'm heartless for going silent. That's okay. If that's what you need to feel right now, I'll accept it. I won't fight your anger or try to defend myself against it because I know it comes from love. I know it comes from the pain of missing someone who suddenly isn't there the way they used to be. And yes, I understand that your feelings are deeply hurt. I can feel that pain even when you don't say a word. It echoes in my mind every night before I sleep, wondering if I made the right choice, wondering if you'll ever forgive me. But here's the truth that won't change, no matter how much time passes. It doesn't matter if you end up hating me. It doesn't matter if you never want to see me again. Your anger, your disappointment, even your hate, those are things I can handle. What I can't handle is knowing that I'm the reason you cry. Knowing that my silence, my distance, is the very thing that breaks your heart. That's the hardest thing for me to live with. But I believe that sometimes stepping back is the only way to stop a cycle of pain. It's difficult for me to not reach out, to not message you when I see something that reminds me of you, to not check if you're okay. But I keep reminding myself, love isn't always about constant contact. Sometimes, love means letting the other person breathe. Sometimes, it's about allowing healing to happen in silence. I care about you far more than you might realize. That's exactly why I must do this. The last thing I want is to keep causing you sadness, to make you question your worth because of my confusion. So I'm choosing distance, not as rejection, but as respect. Respect for your peace, your emotions, your right to find clarity without me clouding your heart. You deserve calmness, not emotional chaos. You deserve love that feels like safety, not like waiting for another message that never comes. And if stepping away helps you regain that sense of peace, even if it means losing me, then that's what I must do. Taking this step is hard for me too. My heart feels heavy every time I think of you. I replay our moments, our laughter, our late night talks, and it hurts knowing I've chosen silence over presence. But I remind myself that silence doesn't mean absence. You're still in my prayers. You're still in my thoughts. You still exist in the quiet spaces of my heart where I keep everything that truly matters. This isn't a goodbye. It's a pause, a breath between two souls who need to find themselves again before they can meet each other fully. Because love without understanding isn't love, it's attachment. And I want what we have to be real, not dependent on constant reassurance or fear of losing one another. You might not see it, but I'm struggling too. There are nights when I pick up my phone and start typing your name, then stop halfway because I know I'm not ready. Not ready to speak without clarity. Not ready to show up half healed and hurt you again. I've been thinking about everything, our arguments, our silence, the moments when love turned into confusion. I've realized that sometimes we love people deeply, but still end up hurting them. Not because we want to, but because we don't know how to love properly while we're still broken ourselves. That's what I'm trying to fix right now myself. My patterns, my fears, my ways of reacting instead of responding. I'm not proud of all the things I've said or done, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to grow. You once told me that real love means wanting the best for someone, even if it's not with you. I never truly understood that until now. Because that's exactly what I feel. I want you to heal, even if it means doing it without me by your side. I want you to wake up and smile without checking your phone to see if I messaged. I want you to feel peace again. You've carried so much pain, some of it mine, some of it from your past. I don't want to add more weight to your shoulders. I want to be the reason you eventually feel light again. I know it seems strange to pull away from someone you love, but sometimes closeness becomes suffocating when wounds are still open. It's like pressing your hand against a fresh scar. It only hurts more. Right now, I'm trying to face parts of my life that I've kept hidden for too long. Things that make me question who I am, what I deserve, and how I treat the people I care about. You've always seen the good in me, even when I couldn't see it myself. And that's exactly why I need this time to become the version of me you always believed in. I'm not running away from you. I'm walking toward a better version of myself, a version that won't be afraid of vulnerability, a version that can communicate without anger or silence, a version that can love you without fear, without pride, without needing to prove anything. If I stay now, I might only repeat the same mistakes, say words I don't mean, react out of pain, and create a distance between us that's even worse than silence. That's why I have to do this, not out of cruelty, but out of love. You're not just someone I care about. You've become a part of my inner world. Even when we're apart, I can feel your presence in everything. When I see the sunset, I think of the warmth you brought into my life. When I hear a song we once played together, it takes me right back to that feeling of belonging. You might not realize it, but you've changed me. You've shown me what it means to love someone not just for how they make you feel, but for who they truly are. You've taught me patience, forgiveness, and the strength it takes to let go when your heart wants to hold on. Every time I think of giving up, I remember your smile. And somehow, that memory gives me hope. Not hope that everything will go back to the way it was, but hope that everything will turn out the way it's meant to be. Please don't think my silence means I've forgotten you. Silence doesn't mean indifference. It means I'm protecting something fragile, both in me and in you. I know that right now you might be overthinking, wondering what went wrong. Maybe you're replaying our last conversation, trying to find a clue. Maybe you're blaming yourself, thinking you said something that pushed me away. But the truth is, this isn't your fault. This is me trying to make peace with parts of myself I can't carry into the future unless I heal them first. And I don't want to take those unresolved shadows into something so pure. Sometimes, we love someone so much that we end up hurting them just by being around when we're not ready. And that's what I want to avoid. I want to meet you again when I can love you without fear, without guilt, without the need to hide behind emotional armor. If one day you wonder whether I still think about you, yes, I do. Every day, in quiet ways. When I make coffee, when I sit in silence, when I look at the sky and remember how you always said, everything's connected. If you ever wonder whether I still care, yes, more than words can express. Even now, as I'm keeping my distance, you are the heartbeat behind every moment of reflection I take. And if you ever wonder whether you mattered, you did. You still do. You always will. I hope you wake up and smile at the little things again. I hope you find peace in your routines, laughter in your days, and comfort in knowing that you are loved, even if I'm not right beside you. I hope you forgive me, not for me, but for your own heart, because holding onto resentment only keeps you tied to the pain. Let it go, even if I'm not there to apologize face to face. And most importantly, I hope you remember your worth. You are not defined by who stays or who leaves. You are a whole universe, complete on your own. Maybe one day, when the time is right, we'll meet again. Maybe we'll sit across from each other, calmer, wiser, softer. And maybe we'll look back and understand why this distance had to happen. Or maybe we won't meet again. And that's okay too. Because some souls come into our lives not to stay forever, but to awaken something within us, to teach us, to change us, to prepare us for something greater. Whatever happens, I'll always be grateful for you, for your kindness, your patience, your love, your lessons. You've left fingerprints on my soul that will never fade. This isn't goodbye, it's see you when I'm whole. Right now, I'm walking through my healing. And though the path is lonely, it's necessary. Because when I come back, I want to come back with clarity, with love that doesn't waver, and with peace that doesn't depend on distance. So please don't think of this silence as punishment. Think of it as a pause for growth, a space for both of us to breathe, to heal, to remember who we are beyond the hurt. Until then, know that my heart is still with you in ways words can't describe. Know that I care deeply, even from afar. And know that every choice I make now is with your happiness in mind. I'm not disappearing. I'm just becoming someone who can love you better. So if you're still here, still watching, still listening, thank you. Thank you for your patience, your love, and your understanding. And if your heart feels guided to, like this video and type, I trust divine timing in the comments. Because if it's meant to be, it will be.